I mean, and if you look at my work, it's all about self-portraits and stuff, and male identity, and male identity being in some sort of disorder. And then there's this pixel snatch thing, which well, who I am right now, I'm a pixel snatch man. Yes, you didn't realise? I'm not me. I'm this other character at the moment, parody character of myself, looking at myself whilst I'm recording myself. I shall soon demonstrate. Yes, no, total parody. So what I mean, and now I want also, this is another thing I want to just quickly just talk to you about. Center. As a child, oh fuck up. I'm always talking about as a child, and you become a man and whatnot, and then some sort of thing going wrong and so forth. But there's this. You know, children, when they first come to the world, they are in the center. Everything comes in to them, towards them. They are in center, but that is obviously slowly beaten out of them. And you suddenly are not in the center anymore. You realize that this is all bullshit, and I'm not in the center. So that's what happens, obviously, and. But because you had something, you had this illusion of being in the center, and that is a loss. It's a great loss. It's a loss to the ego, and this is why I think we've had heroes in the past. I mean, we don't have heroes anymore. I mean, that's just, we don't need heroes anymore. But anyway, now we need celebrities. But anyway, we had heroes in the past, and I think we had them because. Well, for two reasons. The stories, when we read the stories, say, like in books or in more modern age, went to the cinema and sort of saw stories of heroes and so forth. And I'm talking about heroes in a broad term here, not completely broad term, really. Like, you know, like heroes in a fairy story, fairy tale, or heroes in like James Bond and so forth. Oh, yes, James Bond again. But anyway, heroes. And through these stories about heroes, we projected ourselves onto them, and then we became in the center because the hero story is all about being in the center. And that's why we have celebrities nowadays. I mean, now it's all about becoming a celebrity to be in the center. Heroes is not needed. That's how it is. And it's also a reason why a lot of people maybe want to be artists, to be in the center. But it's a stupid thing to do to be an artist, to try and be in the center. If you want to be in the center, it's a lot more smarter to just try and focus on being a football player or something like that. And then you can easily be in the center. That is the perfect way today to be centered. No, I think if you are trying to be an artist, hopefully you are doing it because you have something to say, then more than just sort of being in the center. But then obviously when you do become successful, say, then suddenly you are in the center, and then maybe you lose your way. Will I lose my way? Well, of course, everybody loses their way. So yeah, this is a sort of parody thing, yes. Me as a parody, wanting to say something. But I also want to show you something. Okay. I want to show you the sort of who I'm actually talking to here. I'm not really talking to you, am I? Come on, I'm not talking to you. Can you see? I don't know, can you see? Let's see, go here. See? You see, I'm actually talking to myself. And me looking at me again. couple of times. So what happens if I just go like, ooh, like this? Yeah. They can kiss. Can I kiss? Kiss, 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 kiss. No, they can't quite kiss, can they? So, all dealing. There's a little revealing thing there in the background. Ooh, some other stuff. How does this? Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, there's some sort of picture going on. It's a bit of that's pretty cool, isn't it? He's got this fragment going on here. It's a very cool fragment. It's actually quite funky. Right. If you haven't figured this out yet, this is a parody. It's a parody on art, on artists. It's a parody on me. It's not really meant to be taken seriously. If you did, then fine. That's your right to take it seriously. But then again, in one way it is very serious. Because even though it's a parody, I am saying something. There is something I'm saying. I'm saying something about, I'm saying quite a few things about myself. It's this sort of needs and stuff. I've been thinking, as children, we sort of see the world from one center. Everything sort of goes in towards us. We are the sort of center of the world. But as we get older, that is beaten out of us. We lose that, and I think there's a loss that we feel, that we're no longer in the center, and we realize we're not in the center, and we have this loss. And then there's this need there's a need to replace ourselves into the center. And some people have this need more than others. And I think the need is sort of, when you read these stories of, say, heroes in particular, because heroes, that's all about being in the center, and center. Yes, center. The heroes are in the center. And everything evolves around them. And when we read these stories about these heroes, you see, then we project ourselves onto these heroes, and we are them, and for a little time we are in the center. We are. But this is a misconception. We're not. And it's like, one of my greatest things is that this desire, this real anger, this real fucking desire to be in the center. Because from my perspective, it's a centered perspective. Is this desire to be in the center? And is this why? This is why I'm sort of using myself in my work? Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe just maybe that is the case. if you didn't realise it, this is a parody. It's a parody on myself, on being an artist, and art. I'm literally taking the piss of myself and the idea of making art. The point of making art. You may ask, why am I doing that? I think it's a sense of frustration, if you will, frustration with the world, because there is something wrong with the world. I think most people realise that, but nobody really has an answer. Some sort of say that socialism is the answer, and I don't know, some say that anarchism is the answer. Some say even more extreme capitalism is the answer. But personally, I think they're all wrong, all totally wrong. I don't have the answer, of course not. I'm no whiz kiss. I just have this stupid desire to be an artist, and to say that something is wrong. But do you get that? Do you get that? Am I even saying that something is wrong? Well, I just said it now, but have I said it in other work that I've done? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we don't really care, do we? We don't really care. I mean, we know something's wrong. We don't do anything about it because we have everything we need. We're satisfied. I mean, some people, I don't know, sort out the rubbish, and that's all bullshit. I mean, that's just fucking farce. Who fucking cares if I put bread in one bag and batteries in another? I mean, it's not going to make a fucking difference, is it? And I'm not making political work. I'm not sort of revolution and destroy and whatnot. I'm just mucking about, fooling about, just making fun, not really doing anything. I'm just taking the piss, making a parody of myself. My attempt on trying to be an artist. It's all a parody, because it's such a stupid thing to do. I mean, completely idiotic. I mean, but I'm doing it because I think it's important. I think that it's an important thing to do. But I mean, the world doesn't need artists anymore. I mean, what do we give back in quantifiable money to the world? I mean, nothing, apparently. We give nothing. I mean, what the world needs is more football players and X Factor stars and more celebrities. I mean, they are mascots for consumerism. That's what they need. That's what we need. We don't need artists. And the artists that we do have, they're all about sensory experiences, and they're not saying anything, are they? Are they saying something? Are they really saying something today? Are we? I mean, I'm just fucking about. I'm not really saying anything. But I am saying something. I'm trying to say something. Why? Why should you care about what I'm doing? There's absolutely no need for you to care about what I'm doing. Absolutely none whatsoever. You are in your own center. In your own perspective. What I'm doing is just bullshit, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, I'm trying to do something. And it takes me, when you basically snatch pixels, right, for £1, it takes me 15 minutes to do that thing. So that basically means that if you snatch pixels for £1, that means that my value of as an artist is £4 an hour. That's my value. It's below minimum wage. So who the fuck wants to be an artist? Why the fuck do you want to be an artist? This is boring, you know? But fuck this. This is completely boring. What do you care? Huh? I mean, you don't give a shit about my center. You want to be in the center yourself. So why are you watching me? I'm not making you feel in the center. So there's no point watching me, is there? Absolutely no point. You want to go and watch some films about heroes and shit, and then you can feel important and in the center. Watching this is just, why are you watching this anyway? It's why do you care about what I have to say or what I have to do when it's just about me trying to put myself into the center? Why should you care about that? Why? I mean, why? Why? Well, anyway, I mean, the pixel snatch stuff is, yes, as I said, it's a parody. It's taking the piss. It's taking the piss of me. It's taking the piss of me trying to be an artist. If you don't get that, then, well. But at the same time, I'm trying to make a living of being an artist, of taking piss of me being an artist. And if I succeed in that, well, that would be a good joke, wouldn't it? That would be a fucking good joke. And that's the joke I think I'm trying to make. That's the punchline. And it doesn't matter if the joke works or not, if it fails completely. Because failure is what this is all about. I mean, trying to be an artist is all about fucking failure. It's like there's but then again, what is success in trying to be an artist? I mean, how do you measure success and failure now? When we need to sort of put value and commodity to everything. Has a football player more value than an artist? Oh, definitely. He's a god. He's a demigod. Literally, that is his role in this society. This society needs these sort of these guys. They don't need artists. They don't need artists at all. In a capitalist society, no. Of course not. An artist is completely pointless. Absolutely no point to be an artist in a capitalist society. This sort of society only needs self-fulfilling stuff, like say a football player. Nothing wrong with a football player. very admirable to train such a thing throughout your life and be just very good at that, and have some bitches that hang around and some fancy cars and stuff, and be admired and nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's just what we want. We want to be in the centre. If you want to be in the centre truly, then why the fuck didn't I play football? Well, it's a simple answer to that. I didn't get along with the people who did play football and where I came from. But I doubt I would have been a good football player anyway. It wasn't really my talent. But yeah. But if I really wanted to be in the centre, then I would be a football player, not to try to be a fucking artist. I have actually something I want to fucking say. If I didn't have anything to say, I would be a football player or a celebrity or an X Factor star. Well, I want to be sort of a. It's a funny thing, isn't it?